We're going to start off this morning in Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 10. We're going to start with verse 5. Hebrews chapter 10, starting at verse 5. And the Apostle Paul writes these words here. Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he says, sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared. Jesus knew, as well as God, as well as all the heavenly hosts, that sooner or later it's going to be time to go. To take on a mission that not too many people would want to take on. To go to a place when you know what the outcome is before you get there. That's not a nice place to want to go. But we serve a risen Savior. He's in the world today. Romans chapter 5. Looking at verse 8. Romans chapter 5, looking at verse 8. Paul here again writing to the converts in Rome. He writes, but God commended his love toward us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ did something very special. Died for us. While we were still in the valley of decision, still going about doing what we want to do, still hanging on to grievances and bitter feelings toward each other. Still worrying about whose food tastes the best. Still worrying about should I come to church or should I not. God dies for us. It says over in the book of Isaiah 53, all we like sheep have gone astray. How many of us? All we like sheep ran off. And when you see somebody else run off, you got a bitter feeling against them. Why would they be in church? What's wrong with them folks? But you ran off too. You just had enough sense to listen and come back. They may have enough sense to listen and make it back too, but don't worry about that. All we can do is try to reach out, pray for them, invite them back, and if it's God's will, they will find their way back here. If it's not, so be it. 1 Peter chapter 3. Looking at verse 18, let's turn there. 1 Peter 3:18. The Apostle Peter writes these words here. For Christ also has once suffered for us, suffered for sins, the just for the unjust. That don't sound fair already, does it? The just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit. Jesus says, it's time to go. There came a time in God's life where he had to, all that talk is nice. It's time to pay up. It's good to talk. Talking is the fun, easy part of life. But when it's time to pay up, it ain't so good then. People say, I can do this, I can do that. Then it comes on to you and they say, it's your turn to do it. Then all of a sudden, it don't look so hard to get up and preach a sermon. It's your turn. I got to go to the bathroom again. It ain't easy. People get up there and sing over and over again. Oh, that ain't so big deal. Is it a big deal, JB? Yes, indeed. Get up there and try it. You get up there and it be the same faces you be. Oh, can we start that over again? This ain't no easy task. It's not easy to get up in front of anybody. I don't care if it's in front of a bunch of kids. You get tongue twisted. You try teaching Sabbath school for the kids just 1 week. You may give it up. Them kids come put some hard questions on you. What about this? And you be like, It's not an easy task. Not easy at all. St. John chapter 14. Verses 1 to 3. 14, 1 to 3. Some of the most beautiful words written in Scripture. Right here. Beautiful words in Scripture. Jesus is the speaker, and he says these words here. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. Talking to his disciples. You believe in God, believe in me. But they've been watching him how many years now? Going on 3.5 years. You're still watching me. You're still watching me walk up on folks and heal them. You're still watching me bring people back from the dead. You're watching me calm hurricanes. You're watching me do all this, and you still don't believe in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. That's where I got the sermon title for. It's time to go. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. And he goes on with one more verse. He says, and whither I go, ye know, and the way ye what? You know how to get to heaven. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Everybody in this room know how to get to heaven. Even the kids know how to get to heaven. The question was asked to the rich young ruler. How do you get to heaven? Not in those same words, but that's what he was asking. That's exactly what he was asking. Jesus says if you want to get to heaven, keep the commandments. We preach commandments hard here. That's all we talk about, commandment brainwash, if you want to call it. That's all we talk about is commandments. Somebody asked me, where's the love in that? I said, 1 John 5:3. That's the love in that. But now people don't want to hear that though. Later for that. I don't want to hear it. St. John chapter 16. Turn over 2 chapters. 16:7. Jesus says, nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient. I like that word. Advisable, desirable. This is very important. It is expedient for you that I go away. I can't hang out with you guys forever. Talking to his disciples again, I can't hang out with you. I'd like to stay, but I got bigger things to do. You getting personal, one-on-one training with the God of heaven and earth. Personal, when we was in school, couldn't catch some subjects, they gave me something called a tutor. And the tutor would sit right on this side or across the table, and they would try and get your empty head to understand something. 1 + 1 is 2. Can you get that? No, I'm coming up blurry on that, you know. You can't have no more female tutors because it's a distraction. Now you got to get some more crazy looking dude on that side of the table. Now I can pay attention. You got to get all the stuff out the way so you can pay attention to Jesus. All the stuff has to leave. He says it's expedient for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. John 14. Looking at verse 19. Jesus, still the speaker, says, yet a little while, and the world seeth me what? No more. But ye see me, because I live, ye shall live also. What does God have to do to get your attention? Have you ever noticed that? What does God really have to do to actually open up your head? Like you would take a can of Big French, put the thing on the back of your head and just spin it all the way around. Pop the top and see, what can he do to make you pay attention? Sister Taylor was touching on, she was saying, pay attention. They didn't last long. Let's see how long you last. We will have a quiz. Let's see how long you last. Let's see what we come up with. John, the last book of the chapter of St. John, has some very important words. I believe that's John 21. Yeah, that's John 21. Looking at verses 24 and 25. John chapter 21, verse 24 and 25. What does God have to do to get your attention? It says here in John 21:24, this is the disciple which testifies of these things and wrote these things, and we know that his testimony is what? Now, if this testimony is true, this next verse has to be true too. And there are also many other things which Jesus did, the which, if they should be written, every one, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books that should be written. Wow. That's a pretty harsh statement. The world itself, he didn't say the Library of Congress. That's a big building. He said the entire planet Earth cannot put up enough books to contain everything that Jesus did. He did a lot of stuff then. So that tells me that this is Jesus Christ's highlight reel.
There you go. Amen.
That's the highlight reel. This is just a narrowed down best plays. If you look at an NFL game or a basketball game and you see it on the news, they're not going to show you the whole game. They're just going to show you bits and pieces. Here, here, and here. This is what he did here, and that's it. They give you a 5-minute thing. This book seems pretty thick, but it's a whole lot thinner than having the whole world full of books to read.
Amen.
People wonder how come he left out the book of Maccabees. You wouldn't be able to handle it no way. You can't barely keep up with these 66 books. How you going to keep up with the rest of them? Amen. Impossible to do. His highlight reel. Who else parted water 4 separate occasions? One for the children of Israel, one for Joshua and the children of Israel, one for Elisha and Elijah, and one for Elisha by himself. Highlight reel. He walked on water with Peter himself. Who else can do that? Well, show me another scripture where somebody else other than Jesus and Peter walked on water. There ain't none. Brought people back to death several times, beginning with Moses, and worked his way all the way up until the second resurrection. Jesus is going to do this. Bring people back to life. Some people are going to come back happy, but there's going to be a lot more who are going to come back upset.
Amen.
He showed us 10 impossible things. In the book of Exodus, you'll see them. Called the plagues on Egypt. 10 impossible things he showed us that cannot happen. It happened. 10. Turn water into wine. He has healed every disease known to man in his time and ours.
Amen.
Our time too, cancer ain't nothing. It's just a joke.
There you go.
Cancer is nothing. With God, they say it's all things are what?
Possible.
All things are possible. He feeds thousands with bread and fish. 5 loaves of bread, 2 fish. What can you do with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish except make some good sandwiches? And if you make some good sandwiches, all the people with the big mouths is going to get them first. But he feeds, it says 5,000 men, plus women and children. 5 loaves, 2 fishes. Then he turns around and feeds millions every single day with bread that's coming straight out the sky. But what does that God have to do to get your attention? I'm just going through the highlight reel. The same God can cause water to come out of a rock in the middle of the desert over and over again. You leave one spot, but we can't leave that rock, Jesus. That rock ain't all water in it. Don't worry about that. There'll be another rock when you get to it. They say in Corinthians, that rock was Christ. He followed them around. As soon as you get, it's hot, like it is today. I need some water, like you do today. Everybody gonna be wanting to drink something today. You believe that? You may even need some water right now. If you can't do nothing else, pour it on your face. Wake back up. Wake up. You paying attention? I'm just letting you know. And if you can't believe in God after all that, John chapter 14 says this. Jesus is still speaking. 14:11, the Savior says this to his disciples. That's the part that kills me. He ain't talking to the Pharisees, the Sadducees. He's not talking to just the people standing around. He's talking to his main men. And he has to say this. Believe me that I am in the Father and the Father in me, or else believe for the very work's sake. If you can't do nothing else, then you believe that Jesus does miracles.
Amen. Maybe
not yet. A miracle may come in your life before you close your eyes. Or a miracle may not come. But it's time to go. We're going back to the book of Deuteronomy. We're going to the death of one of the most amazing men, one of the most, I didn't say the, one of the most amazing men in Scripture. His name is Moses. Deuteronomy chapter 31. Moses has this to say. I'll be reading verses 1 through 8 from the words of Moses. Moses is getting ready to pass the torch on to Joshua. Why are you passing the torch on, Moses? Because it's time to go. That's why. Moses says in Deuteronomy chapter 31, starting at verse 1, and Moses went and spake these words unto all Israel. And he said unto them, I am 120 years old this day. Old dude, ain't he? 120 years old this day. I can no more go out and come in. Also the Lord has said to me, thou shalt not go over this Jordan. Can't go no further. You brought them hard-headed folks a long way, but now you got to pass them on to somebody else, give them a headache. Verse 3 says, the Lord thy God, he will go over before thee, and he will destroy these nations from before thee, and thou shalt possess them, and Joshua he shall go over before thee, as the Lord has said. And the Lord shall do unto them as he did to Sihon and Og, kings of the Amorites, and unto the land of them whom he destroyed. And the Lord shall give them up before your face, that ye may do unto them according unto all the commandments which I have commanded you. Be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them, for the Lord thy God, he it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor do what? And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of all Israel, be strong and of good courage, for thou must go with this people unto the land which the Lord has sworn unto their fathers to give them, and thou shalt cause them to inherit it. And the Lord, he it is that does go before thee. He will be with thee, he will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed. Last chapter of the same book. This chapter is about the death of Moses. It's time to go. What a way to go out, though. Being a leader, talking with God face to face on a regular basis. God backing you up and standing up with you when all Israel want to stone you on regular occasion. He always comes through for you. And now it's time to close your eyes and take a little nap. Verse 1, chapter 34. It says, and Moses went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo, to the top of Pisgah, that is over against Jericho. And the Lord showed him all the land of Gilead unto Dan, and all Naphtali, and the land of Ephraim, and Manasseh, and all the land of Judah unto the utmost sea, and the south, and the plain of the valley of Jericho, the city of the palm trees unto Zoar. And the Lord said unto him, this is the land which I swear unto Abraham, and unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, saying, I will give it unto thy seed. I have caused thee to see it with thine eyes, but thou shalt not go over thither. So Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord. Had to go down first. It's not easy to go down. But when you get a chance and you get home, I invite you to turn to chapter 42 in the book called Patriarchs and Prophets. It's also called the death of Moses. And in that chapter, you're going to find some amazing things. What I just read here in these 5 short verses is, the old man goes up the mountain, he dies. But what it says in Patriarchs and Prophets is, the old man goes up the mountain, and that's where the fun starts. God shows him some things, and he says he shows him all this stuff that it says in the Bible. But in the spirit of prophecy, it says he opened before them in a panoramic view and let the man see. And then as he's looking at all the land, as far as your eye can see, something happens. The cycle starts rolling. The reel starts rolling. He starts watching Israel go and possess the land. Then he watches Israel backslide and starts worshiping idols. He watches kings fall and kings set up. He watches them taken into captivity. He watches them come out of captivity. He watches them go back into captivity. He watches Jesus come on the scene. He watches how the people have gotten so ill that they kill off the Lord God himself. Moses watches. He watches it all the way down to our time. The TV just keeps rolling. He watches how he says the people in the last days, how they will trample the Sabbath underfoot. His own people would do this. But one good thing Moses did see. He said when Jesus came back after being raised from the dead and came to heaven, he says Moses, he saw himself in heaven to welcome Jesus home.
Amen.
You know, it's kind of hard to die. But when you got that kind of thing, you say, kill me now, God. That's right on time. You know, I'm going to be in heaven. It's going to be all right. But you know what? That goes to show us something. God got big plans. Amen. Big plans for his folks. Amen. Big plans. To have Moses sitting there to welcome me back. And not only did he welcome him back, he was also present on the Transfiguration Day with his main man, Elijah. One from the dead, one from the living. Come back and tell Jesus, it's okay, man, we got this. Just follow through. You almost done. Everything. Peter wakes up. Oh, we ought to make up 3 tabernacles. One for you, one for Moses, one for Elijah. He didn't know what else to say. What else could you say? God got big plans for us. All we got to do is make it. Amen. All we got to do is make it. No telling what none of us is going to be able to do. Where he's going to send any of us on our mission here on this planet. He may call Sister Taylor and say, I want you to get in your car and I want you to drive up to where Radius used to park and pass out some literature. You say, God, it's hot outside. I asked you that. I said, go over there, pass out some literature. God didn't close the store down while I'm going out there. Because I said so. See, our problem is we got to think the thing through before we follow through. Amen. That's our problem. Go talk to that guy right there on the bench. Man, that guy ain't gonna listen to me, Jesus. Forget that guy. I said, go talk to the guy. That guy ain't hearing me, God. And we walk away and say, hard-headed folks. Remind us of the people called the children of Israel. Amen. They were given the law to spread to the world. They held on to it for themselves. We ain't telling nobody nothing. We keeping the law. And you see what happened to them. 2 Kings chapter 2. We're going from the dead, now we're going to the living. 2 Kings chapter 2. Now it's Elijah's turn. Now this is a good way to leave too. If you're going to leave for real, see if you can leave like this. Elijah says these words. The word of the Lord says these things about the servant Elijah. 2:1 says, and it came to pass when the Lord would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind. Ooh, and they right by one go like that. Me, I don't care how you take me. I don't care if you take me in an elephant's mouth. And so what? Can I get in? It don't really matter. Taking a man up in a whirlwind. That's something. Because if you remember Elijah's story a little ways back, a whirlwind came and was ripping rocks off the mountain. But he still came on out until when he heard that small, still voice, he came out. But here, it says, I got a ride for you. And it's called a whirlwind. You ever seen a whirlwind? You're outside and the wind blowing and the dust going up off the wind and just going and going and going and it's going up in the air and dust getting all in your eyes. And Elijah and Elisha are out in a dusty spot. So somebody's going to need some Visine real bad. Verse 3. Let's skip verse 2. Verse 3 says, and the sons of the prophets that were in Bethel came forth to Elisha and said unto him, knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he said, yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. It's good to know. Not only you know, but you know everybody else knows you. That's real good. Somebody say, don't you know that John Cameron is going to heaven at the conclusion of the Sabbath today? You be a happy time, wouldn't you, John? He out of here. He said, well, Chris, I see what I see you. Give JB a hug, I'm gone. He out of here. I'm getting out. But the prophets know. They're walking around coming up to Elisha. You know, your master ain't going to be here much longer. What's it going to be? He says, yeah, I know. I know he's leaving. I know. It says that him and Elijah walk around again. Then they meet up with some more prophets. The prophets. Verse 5 said, and the sons of the prophets that were at Jericho. Gilgal, Jericho. And they came and said the same thing. Knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he answered, yeah, I know it. Hold ye your peace. Everybody knows you getting out of here. Drop down to verse 9. And it came to pass, when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee. He knows he's going. Boy, that must be nice. Oh, you in there. Ain't no I'm walking around now. It doesn't matter. I don't care if the Philistines are coming. It don't matter. I'm going to heaven. You guys do what you do. I'm doing this over here. I'm leaving. He says, ask what you will before I be taken from thee. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. I can't give you the spirit. Somebody else got to give it to you. I can't give it to you. Somebody else may give it to you, but we're going to see what happens. Watch how he words these things. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And you notice why he's walking around with this younger prophet. They go to different stops. And he said, tarry ye here a little bit. I'm going to go over here. Elisha said, no. You ain't getting away from me. Tarry ye here for just a little bit of time. I got to go over here. He said, no, wherever you go, I'm going.
That's right.
And he hanging on to a man, and we can't hang on to a God.
Amen.
That's sad. He ain't going to let this man out of sight. I want to see this guy take off. And we got an opportunity to take off with a God and blowing it, flushing it right down into it.
Amen.
It goes on. Verse 10. No, verse 11. And it came to pass as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them asunder. Can you imagine walking now? They ain't walking me right here and the next person down the block walking. They walking side by side talking. And all of a sudden you see in the distance a chariot of fire coming. Fire means move. Yes indeed. A chariot of fire is coming. You ain't moving. I say, oh, I want to see this. Why? Because I want a double portion in your spirit. So I'm watching this. I'm standing right up close on you. But it says that the chariot of fire came down, parted them asunder. One gets picked up, one stays on earth. Wow. And Elijah went about a whirlwind into heaven. A whirlwind, things spinning, dust, flames, everything just going on up and up and up. And Elijah, what's he doing? Verse 9? No, verse 12. And Elijah saw it, and he cried, my father, my father. He's calling him back. Woo! Can't come back, Doc. I'll see you at the end of time. I can't come back right now. I'll get you later. I'll do what I can do for you, which ain't much. You got to get it yourself, just like I got mine. The chariot of Israel and the horses and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in 2 pieces. Verse 13, and he took up the mantle of Elijah that fell from him and went back and stood by the banks of Jordan. He said, I'm going to try this out now. Let's see if his God can be my God. Let's see if Moses' God can be my God. Let's see if Joseph's God can be my God. Let's see if Abraham's God will be my God. Let's see if all this stuff I've been learning from the youth up will work for me. Is this stuff just written down or is it serious? Now I'm going to put it to use. I'm going to test this out. The Lord said, taste and see that the Lord is good. Now it's time to try it. He took up also the mantle of Elijah that fell from him and went back to the Jordan. He's standing there, and he took the mantle of Elijah that fell from him and smote the waters and said, where is the Lord God of Elijah? He didn't say, where's my God? I got to get acquainted with him first. Where is Elijah's God? See if this thing works. The waters parted. But when you read down in the chapter a little more, all their goodness is real good. But then the prophets come down. You just read later on, the prophets come down to him and they say, hey, the spirit of Elijah rests on you. Say, okay. Then they say, we got some strong men here. Do you think we should go and look up in the mountains and see where their chariot dropped Elijah off in? They were wearing the miracle out. Maybe the chariot just dropped him off over the other side of the mountain. Maybe we should go find him and bring him back. Elijah said, don't bother. Don't even worry about it. I know where he went. And his ministry starts from that time going. Revelation chapter 16. Starting at verse 17. Revelation chapter 16. Starting at verse 17. It's time to go, y'all. There's a saying that went out, it's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live here. Nice place to visit, but it's time to go home. A lot of people say, but I kind of like it here. You know, that's the same thing children of Israel did. When they got in Babylon, and when the Medo Persians took over and they let the people start to go back, a lot of them say, you know what, I like it like this. It's nice. You know, we got the tropics. We got to, you know, I got to wait on these people, but it's no big deal. Now I'm cleaning toilets, but so what? You know, I kind of like it. You know, I got used to it. I've been doing it for 35 years. No need stopping now. They got a good retirement plan. It's called a whip if I don't do it right. But you enjoy that kind of stuff. Yeah, people enjoy that. Even to our very time, it's called S&M. People enjoy getting beat up and smacked up, toe up, and everything else. They enjoy that all. I'll do it again till then. It's up to you. Verse 17 of Revelation chapter 16. And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air. And there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying three words. What is it? Oh boy, it's time to go. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great. And the great city was divided into three parts, and the cities of the nation fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before God to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of her wrath. And every island fled away. You better watch what island you go visit lately. You may get there when this takes place. Every island, it says, fled away. And the mountains were not found. And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent. And men blasphemed God because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceeding great. Plague of the hail. A talent, anywhere between 75 to 100 pounds in weight. I don't know what we can use to picture that, but let's try car rims. They don't weigh 75 to 100 pounds. But let's just say it's raining car rims outside. Yeah, nice little, get your 26s on, let them just start raining. Do you know what's going to happen when them things hit Earth? It's going to start some damage.
Yes, sir.
And that's under the weight of 100 pounds. Under. Imagine what God's getting ready to do, and he's so good with the hail when he throws it. He's so good with it. You read back in when Joshua was chasing them folks, God said, I'm tired of them. I'm raining hail on them. He said more people died with the hail than with the sword.
That's right.
Them people was getting their heads split, and God, he knows all the moves. I'm going to duck this one, dodge, I'm going to hide under this truck, then I'm going to peek your head out, and that's when God drops it. Bah! He don't miss. He don't never miss. God can't miss. I don't know if you ever seen hail when it comes down when it's that big. It's pretty thick. When it's this big, it's still going to be thick. It's going to be standing room only. And you want to play around and see if you make it to heaven or not. Standing room only. Only one thing going to happen after that hail fall. It's going to be a lot of cracked heads. A lot of broken shoulders. a lot of smashed feet, a lot of broken knees, a lot of broken limbs, chest caved in, back busted open. It's gonna be to deal with. But we're gonna have to deal with it if we don't get on this cloud. Revelation chapter 6, looking at verse 17. Revelation chapter 6, looking at verse 17. 6:17 says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who is going to be able to stand this? You think you're going to be able to handle it? You're going to have to handle it one way or the other. Either you getting out of here, you're going to handle it just fine. Chief read this morning, so I'm even not going to go over it. And some people faces are going to turn pale, and some people's faces are going to turn black. Now, I don't know what you know. There's going to be a whole lot of black folks on that day. Black power for real. Because it's going to be the majority of them going to be staying on earth. Black faces. You're going to be like, oh, man, why didn't I listen? Why didn't I listen? I made it through all this place. Both legs broken, I'm just laying on the ground, bones sticking out of the leg. That's kind of the worst break you can have. Sitting there, blood oozing out, and you sitting there in some serious pain, and now Jesus is coming and is burning you up. Because he says he's coming, and when he comes, he's coming as a consuming F-I-R-E. That's like me walking in here with one of them flamethrowers from World War II. You see that little stuff dripping off on the ground, and I just let it loose. Boom, it go all the way back to that wall, just lighting the whole building up. You gonna be trying to dive, JB diving out that door. I'm getting up out of here. Man, for the rest of them, who you gonna save? Nobody. You ain't gonna be able to save nobody. That's everybody gonna do. Just like they've been taught in school and with the fire department. You gonna stop, you gonna drop, you gonna scream, and you gonna roll. And when you finish rolling, you're gonna end up dying. And the birds are gonna come, it says in Revelation chapter 19, and pluck your flesh and your eyes out of your head. It says, read it, girl, read the Bible. The Bible's fine. I'm trying to tell you. The angel stands in the sun and says, come. He calls all the stars, come. For this great feast the Lord has prepared for you. All kind of dead bodies you can eat off of. Don't you want yours to be one of them? I know you don't. I know you don't. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 says these words here. Verse 16 and 17. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, and with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise when? Right. Amen. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught together with them in the air, and the clouds, to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Amen. Only one person believes that. Great Controversy. Page 650. Paragraph 1 in closing. Great Controversy. Page 650 in closing. We're talking about the heirs. We're supposed to be joint heirs and this and that. But you know, the heir got to go through some stuff before he get what he wants to get. It says the heirs of God have come from garrets, from hovels, from dungeons, from scaffolds, from mountains, from deserts, from the caves of the earth, from the caverns of the sea. On earth they were destitute, afflicted, tormented. Millions went down to the grave loaded with infamy because they steadfastly refused to yield to the deceptive claims of Satan. By human tribunals, they went a judge to violence of criminals. But now, God is judge himself. Now the decisions of earth are reversed. The rebuke of his people shall he take away. They shall call them the holy people, the redeemed of the Lord. He is appointed to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. They are no longer feeble, afflicted, scattered, and oppressed. Henceforth, they are to ever be with the Lord. They shall stand before the throne clad in richer robes than the most honored of earth have ever worn. You can go in all these nice department stores if you want to, and you can try on the best thing they got on the rack. Matter of fact, you can go where they got the stuff locked up and say, I want to try that on. The stuff you're getting ready to wear is better than all that garbage. That stuff ain't nothing but a bunch of trash. It says, the days of pain and weeping are forever ended. Amen to that. The King of Glory has wiped the tears from all faces. Every cause of grief has been removed. Amid the waving of palm branches, they pour forth a song of praise, clear, sweet, and harmonious. Every voice takes up the strain until the anthem swells through the vaults of heaven. Heaven's a pretty big place. Pretty big place. Because it holds more angels than there are people here on this planet.
Amen.
But we're going to start to sing some songs in a little bit of time. And the songs are going to bust out the gates of heaven. People in other worlds are going to be listening at them people. There ain't going to be no messed up voices like mine then. If I should, maybe people say, boy, I know you can sing that good. I'm saying, I know you couldn't. But it's all going to be good then. It's going to be nice. All we got to do is get here. We're going to be singing songs swell through the vaults of heaven. Salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne and unto the Lamb, and all the inhabitants of heaven. How many of them? All. Respond to the inscription. Amen. Blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our God forever and ever. Folks, hopefully we can make it. But you know what? It all depends on you.